Good morning, YouTube. Well, if it's afternoon for you guys, well, good afternoon. Hey, if it's your first time here in my channel, my name is Victor. I've been building a house here in Mexico, and I've been sharing my experience with everybody for the last two and a half years, since end of 2019. I've been building this home. If you're here for the first time, take a look at my videos in the past if you want to see some updates. And if you're here second, third time, thank you very much, guys, for being part of this channel and just allowing it to continue to grow. So thanks a lot. What I have today, or what we're going to talk today, is about I had one of the subscribers ask me, what are the most annoying things about building a home? And he wasn't the first one, actually. There's a couple of people asking me in a different way. So today, that's what we're going to share. I've always tried to share the good things, and so if hopefully it's not taken the wrong way, because I really have a lot more praise for the whole construction part of it more than I have complaints. But I do have some complaints that I always have complaints about, and I'm going to share that today. For that, we're going to go for a walk. So one of the things that I find not the most annoying, but one of the things I find annoying is cleanliness, and let me show you guys what I mean. So something that I think regarding cleanliness, and I've worked with construction sites in the United States, and I know they're going to use a lot of this stuff for filling, but it's all over the place. See, it's really just overall like messy. There's trash during the construction site, all this. Like I said, I've seen it in the United States, but we got dolls and everything here. Trash over there. Some beer bottles. There's trash over here. More trash here. So cleanliness around the work area is a thing. You can tell them, but at some point you just get tired of telling them every day, every week. It's not something that they naturally just do. And I've been through a lot of work sites, and it's pretty much the same. And then as a builder, or as you're in charge of it, you're really not focused on the cleanliness. Also, you're focused on the build. But part of it is that, at least in my part, I would like to keep it clean during when you're working on it. I think you can still keep it clean. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. So we're going for a walk. I'll show you guys something pretty nice down the street from my house. So the second thing that I find pretty annoying, or I guess could be annoying for some people, is kind of pay attention to details, because you have to know when you're building your own house, you have to know where you want your plugs, where you want your lamps, your electrical connections, because you don't want to redo it again. So knowing where you want your laundry room connections, to the left or to the right, as simple as that sounds, you have to figure out what you want. So figuring out details, to me, could be annoying at something that you're going to have to work with or work on when you're actually building your home. I'm a little winded because I'm a little hike, so I'm going to continue this, and before I head forward, I'll talk to you guys about number 3. Alright guys, before I show you what's in front of me, hopefully you can actually hear it. Number 3, I think what's annoying to me is the lack of technology. For example, where I'm from in California, you have like Ace Hardware. You can go for light connections, just the little things that you need for your home. And so you would need to go to what we call a ferreteria, and the technology is it's really like very old. Everything's with pen and pencil memory of where the location's at. So if you're gonna ask for electrical connections, or you're gonna look for the outlets or something like that that you need, they have to actually go search it. Compared to maybe you going to like Ace Hardware, and maybe just if you ask somebody, everything's well, you know, you can go in and get it yourself because it's in the aisles. You pick it up, you pay for it. Over here, you have to go to the front counter, ask the lady or the guy, and normally it's one or two people because it's a mom and pop shop, and it takes them a long time to find the stuff. So I think it's annoying to me because I'm used to going in, for example, Ace Hardware, going to get what I want, Home Depot, and walking out with what I pick. Now, obviously, for bigger construction and materials, that will be the next subject that we're talking about. So I didn't want to make this video too boring just by talking about the subject, so I figured I'd come up here and show you guys this beautiful waterfall that happens during the rainy season. It's called La Cueva de Emilio, next to my house. Alright guys, so I'm going to talk to you guys at point number 4. So with the backdrop like that, tell me that's not cool. Point number 4 that I think can be very annoying while building in Mexico is the timeliness of your contractors. For example, if you're going to have the excavator come in, they say 9 o'clock. And they get there at 10 o'clock. Or they say, I can't make it for some reason, and they come the next day. Well, the timing and everything's been all thrown off. Okay, so it's a big deal for your third vendor if you ask for the welder to come in and you can't make it on time. And it's very common. I know in building homes in the United States, there's stuff like that happening, but I feel like it's more common here as far as getting everybody to be on time, and then everything just gets pushed back. Meanwhile, you're having to pay for the albañiles and the maestros doing other things that maybe you don't want them to do. So the third vendors, which could be the excavators, it could be the welders, it could be the person putting windows, stuff like that. So that's pretty annoying. So the other, I would say the fifth one, even though it's similar to the fourth one about the third vendors, I would say materials. Sometimes not having enough materials in one place, you have to order several different places, and then having them come on time. And time thing is an issue here. So having the materials, planning on it, and kind of actually planning that they're going to be late is a big deal. I think that's something that my dad dealt with really, really well. So I would consider that one another issue that you would have to deal with. And lastly, I think the most annoying thing for me is although you plan for a lot of things, I think the number one thing for me is not be able to get an estimate of how much and an estimate on time. It seems like no matter what I do, I try to guide them and coach them and say, okay, if you do this and this, how long is it going to take you? They'll say 2 weeks, and then it'll be 3 weeks. Or they'll say 3 weeks, and it's 2 weeks. And how much would it cost? I think it's going to be 1,000 pesos. I'm like, huh? It's really hard to calculate, get estimates here in Mexico. I know if you have an architect in there guiding you, you have a contractor, it can get you closer, but even with them, it gets kind of complicated. So I would say that would be my number one thing, is that it's really tough. Like, you're trying to budget yourself and you just simply can't get a good estimate. Alright guys, hopefully this helped you. I figured I wanted to do it at least out here so you guys can see a little bit of nice backdrop at the same time. If you really like this video, if I've earned your like, please give me a thumbs up. Don't leave without it if you think it was good for you, if that was helpful. Those likes really improve the algorithm on YouTube. It also keeps me motivated, so if it was helpful to you guys, give me a thumbs up. And till next time, guys, thank you for watching. God bless you. See ya.